Well, hello everybody, welcome back to Only Leeds Bros. Hope everybody is keeping well. Dillo, what's the story, buddy? Another day, another video. Never stops in the life of Only Leeds Bros at the minute. What's happening?
It doesn't. So it's a full-time commitment now at this stage, you know?
Yeah, we love it.
We do, we love it, you know. What's the story with you?
Oh, good. You know, I was actually a little bit upset today. I only have a pint of water with me tonight, not a pint of Guinness, so... A bit boring, isn't it?
Same as well. Just a bottle of water. Keep taking it over.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So if any of you didn't see it last night, we had our very first episode of The Final Point with Matty from Imagine Not Being Leeds. Really, really good episode. Very fun to watch. Got a good few comments off even non-Leeds fans today about how funny it was and how we kind of came across and stuff like that. So yeah, really, really enjoyable one. Seems like it's done well. So if you haven't already, pop across, watch that video. Matty from Imagine Not Being Leeds, as I said, is on that. Pop across to his channel as well. He's very, very close to 200 guys. So really appreciate it if you could pop across there and smash the subscribe on Matty's channel, and let's get him to the 200 mark. Also, guys, sorry, what?
No, it's just you bounced out there for a second. You're alright.
Sorry, all good. Sorry about that, guys. And also, guys, don't know if any of us have seen it, but we are running our very first giveaway, so our very first competition. Again, if you haven't seen that one, there's another video that I put up just before this one about a giveaway from Only Leeds Bros. So we're doing a gift voucher for Leeds United Superstore. So myself and Dylan are giving £100 of our hard-earned money, so it's about £80 when you kind of...
I wouldn't say hard-earned.
I thought my boss might be watching.
Yeah.
So we're giving out £100 for Leeds United Superstore. So all you have to do is pop onto that video, smash the like on it, make sure you're subscribed, and hashtag OLB or hashtag Only Leeds Bros in the comments. The winner will be announced the 2nd of November, and then we'll just email you across it. So yeah, £80, nothing to be sneezed at, especially now when it's not too far away from Christmas. You can use it as Christmas presents or kind of treat yourself to a new Leeds jersey. So as I said, it's just a way of me and Dylan just kind of giving a little bit back to you guys for all the support you've given us over the last couple of weeks. We're loving the journey. We're still growing, and yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing. Dylan, anything you want to come in with that?
I'd be chuffed with that, to be honest. I hope we win it myself. To be honest with you.
You're gonna grade your own and then enter it, yeah. And the winner is
I got the third kit and I have the away one. I'm not too mad on the home one. You know, 80 quid. That's a new jersey there for me. You know, that's the full 3 jerseys. You know, no, it's good. It's a good thing. I hope people get involved. As Darren said, giving back to everyone that's been following us so far. Going back like in August, Darren, doing it where you were. You know, it was with joking and laughing the whole lot. You know, to where we are now, it's to a lot of people it doesn't seem big. It's big for me and Darren. So yeah, 80 quid or 100 quid. It's giving back to you guys, especially for helping us all out. Sticking with us, having to listen to me. I sound like something's wrong with my throat all the time, so thanks for that as well, guys, you know. But yeah,
nice one, appreciate it, guys. So yeah, if you haven't already, pop across to that video, make sure you're entered in, and as well, like that, share it around with friends, family and stuff like that, and we'll make it a good one. So we'll get through a couple of the comments before we get into it. Matty's on, love you guys, Piro. He's loving Piro in the background. Danny said not seeing about the giveaway. Yeah, Danny, pop across, have a look, make sure you enter, buddy. And John Redmond, how's it going, John? Thanks for popping in, buddy. I think it's your first time here. You must be loaded. I wouldn't say that, John. I wouldn't say that. Can I win? Hopefully anybody can win. Just pop across, make sure you're entered, buddy. Follow the steps, make sure. Because if you're not in, you can't win. Yeah, absolutely, Danny. No problem at all. If that's what you want to do, buddy, absolutely. It'll be your money and you could spend it any way you want, buddy. Can I win? No, you can't win.
No, you can't win.
Oh, that's a great idea and a lovely idea, Danny. Fair play to you, Danny. Really, really nice.
Sorry.
Yeah, so that's it. We'll get into it. Obviously, Daniel Farke's press conference was today. Few topics, few kind of bones we can kind of pick of it. Dylan, we want to take it away? Let us know what he said.
Yeah, sorry now, guys. So, first things first, we'd all just do a little yay. No one picked up an injury from the game and up until up until training as far as today. So that's good. He touched on Rotwell, which I was actually quite happy about because me, you, and Matty, what we've been saying about Rotwell lately, and Tanaka, but he basically said Rotwell, like driving forward, you know, he's always picking out whether it's the final pass or the next pass. You know, he's creating something, he's creating chances. He's rarely played 90 minutes, so for him to come on and make the impact that he has been making, phenomenal. We have to give him a pat on the back, lads. Same with Tanaka as well. And each game is going on, he said that Rotwell and Tanaka are becoming more fluent in the starting 11, if that makes sense. This is a weird one, but I had to touch on it because I was actually quite, I found it quite interesting in a way. He was going on about the pitch, lads, right? The pitch, the pitch, he likes the pitch to be nice and wet because he reckons it holds.
Don't we all?
It holds tempo and speed, and then he was going on about the ball boys. Like when it does well play, that it should be chucked back in straight away. It's creating, I don't know, look, that's what he thinks. But anyway, it's holding tempo and speed. The free agent market, I know everyone's ready to hear this one. It's looking closer and closer and closer. By the end of next week, we should have something, or in the next couple of days. And if you know anything, throw it up there now.
Danny definitely has an inside scoop there.
100%. I know Danny's sitting outside the airport now waiting for a jet to go. 100%. 100%. Goodell, Nanto. Nothing wrong with a wet pitch. If that's done right, I can't even great. I hope there's no kids watching this. Jesus.
No.
Anyway, Nanto's shoulder, if anyone's seen him, that his shoulder he was holding it. He went for a scan and it came back, it's just a bruise, and he will be available. So that's another good bit of news there.
That was worrying, wasn't it, Nanto? And nothing about Rotwell as well, which is, we kind of had a feeling Nanto would be okay, but Rotwell was the one, because obviously Matty was saying he's seen him kind of holding his hamstring, and then I seen a bit then as well on X as well. A few people kind of saying hopefully Rotwell is okay, so that's good news that he hasn't kind of said anything about him, that he kind of picked up a bang or a little tweak or anything like that. So that's good news, because obviously Rotwell would be a massive miss for us.
One of the journalists asked him basically about the rotation of the squad. So they didn't go into names, but I kind of got the vibe they're talking about Joseph Imperial. But it's not looking like he's going to be changing the winning side, even though there's a lot of games coming up here, and you know it could be ideal for the likes of, say, Solomon and Dan James getting a start here or there, same with Bamford, you know. Anyway, but he said the games are spread enough for a professional athlete, so they're not going to be worrying. So, for example, tomorrow, and then we've Saturday as well, so there's enough days in between that. The only night he's not kind of, with the negative of it, is not enough training sessions or recovery sessions for that.
Don't let us, John. Don't let us.
Corrupting my mind.
That you're corrupting it yourself, John. You're just thinking of it that way. It's not us, John. Don't be blaming us.
I also got the impression he was going on about Lucas Radaby, the chief, that he was there, and I got the impression that he was saying there was a couple of players on trial for Leeds. So who knows?
Yeah.
And then lastly, this one kind of annoyed me. This is about Bamford. His quote, not mine. At the start of it, he did say, he hasn't anything to prove anymore. Which I think he has a lot to prove, if anything. Anyway, then he said he has to be patient, obviously because of the role that Joseph and Pierre have been playing, and the two of them have been brilliant, let's be honest. He said he's not Farke isn't here to just please players. Other players are playing well. So that's where we're at with that. He's a crucial player and a Leeds United legend. And he also has to take into account that other players are rising and delivering. So in a way, he was kind of giving him praise, but then at the same time saying, you're not just going to go down here because of the way that Piero and Joseph were playing. But that first thing, that kind of annoyed me at the start. I think everyone would agree that he hasn't anything to prove anymore. If he has nothing to prove, then why is he here?
Yeah, but it's not even more so about having nothing to prove. Like, obviously, he's gonna turn around and say that the word legend nowadays gets thrown out well too much. And when I think of legends of Leeds United, exactly the name that you mentioned there, Lucas Radebe, Billy Bremner, Don Revy, even Pablo Hernandez, all these players are all legends that done something really good for the club. When I look at Patrick Bamford, yeah, he got us to the Premier League. He was our striker in our Premier League season. For one season, when I think of his whole career, was the COVID season, was when he played well when we finished ninth. He's failed to do anything else after that, and kind of anything else pre-Bielsa, he was nothing special. As all the players that Bielsa touched, he turned them water into wine. Unbelievable stuff what he done with them. So for me, that'd be the only thing I take out of that is that, for me, my opinion, I don't know what anyone else kind of thinks in the chat or anyone else kind of thinks out there, I wouldn't be putting Patrick Bamford in the legend category for Leeds United whatsoever. What would you class him as a legend?
And you know how I feel about Bamford. And if I keep even going on the subject about Bamford, telling the people in here, I'm probably going to get abused. Because
and this is it, Danny's hit the nail. He's here to wind down his contract, nothing else. And that's what annoys me so much. Like, I can understand from his point of view, he's picking up a hefty wage. He's basically doing F all to pick up this wage. So from his point of view, right, fine, fair enough, but he's draining money out of the club. And I kind of said it during the transfer window, if anyone watched any of our videos back then, is with the wages that Patrick Bamford is on, it's not just a position in the club, but with the wages that he's on, you could easily go get the likes of a Tanaka or a Rotwell. You could get two players to come in and do his job and spread the wages.
Even youths, like what
there's obviously an allocation. There's an allocation on transfers. There's an allocation on wages, and it's all allocated. And Patrick Bamford takes up that allocation. And for me, does he earn 35 grand a week? Or someone now in the chat, well, so Danny's saying that he's 44 to sit on the bench. Like, for me, that is absolutely mental. Like, even half that and bring in two other boys, the likes of Ramazani, you know, Tanaka. Like, so that's the gripe that I have with that, is that he's earning, as Danny said, 44 grand a week, a hefty wage, probably one of our biggest, if not our biggest earners in the squad. And he's taking up that allocation of wages. Like, for me, he should have been 110% moved on in the summer. Definitely, 100%. And now there's talks kind of starting to come out that he is going to be moved on. Will he go in January? I don't think he's going to go in January at all. Who's going to pick up his wages? He hasn't played any football. Who's going to take the punt on? There isn't. And exactly like what Danny said there, he's going to be happy enough to run down his contract and Leeds United can't do anything about it. So when you turn around and you mention the word legend, that's not a legend for me whatsoever. A legend is someone that wants the best for the club and puts side before self every time. Exactly what Billy Bremner says. That's on side before self every time. So look, that's my opinion on it. It might be a little bit kind of controversial, but that would be my take. Patrick Bamford won't be a legend. Yeah, was he a decent player? Yeah, did he do bits for us? Did he give us some happy memories? The hat-trick against Villa? Yeah, 100%. But he also gave us a lot of bad memories. You know, penalty misses, the miss against Leicester, the penalty against Norwich, Stoke last season. He scored a cracker against Peterborough last season. So he's been up and down. Yeah, he has given us moments, but I wouldn't put him in the legend category now.
Yeah, but like that there, like what Danny said and you said there, he's picking up 44k a week. Don't get me wrong, anyone that's sitting here watching that getting 44k a week, probably be in the same position. But I think there's a redemption arc there to be have with Bamford. You know, he got us up to the Premier League. He got us relegated from the Premier League, not him in general. I just mean...
Oh, pin that up. That's going to be everywhere. Bamford got relegated.
Yeah. No,
so, Sean from Wilco White says that Bamford's been stealing the wage for the past 3 seasons, and 100% agree. Should have been sold years ago. Legend, he is not. And I don't know if there was anyone else in the chat that would think, would you put Bamford in the category as a Leeds United legend? I don't think so. And if you do, like, give me a reason why, like a valid reason. Don't just say, yeah, he is. There has to be kind of evidence there to kind of back it up. For me, he'll start games after Christmas like last. I hope not, Danny. I hope not. But I don't think his body's going to be able for it, Danny. I really, really don't. As much as, okay, Patrick Bamford could be chopping at the bit going, look, I just want to get back out on the pitch and prove people wrong, and that's fine. But it's the other side as well, that his body just can't handle it. It always breaks down. If it was because you see kind of a lot of our players kind of after Bielsa, all their bodies kind of broke down. They all went through bad injury spells, like, and it just could be that thing where his body just collapsed after, because he was never right. He never fully got back fit for an extended period of time. He was always kind of out with a niggle, hamstring, ankle. Like, it was always kind of something with Bamford. He'll be in for a couple of games and he's out. So for me, he's just not reliable, and that's just something you want. The main thing is when you're pulling the player, and exactly like when we're signing this free agent, you need to make sure he's going to be reliable for the club. Like, you can't rely on players that are going to be on the injury bench or on the treatment table and picking up a wage and draining from the football club. Do you know what I mean? So that's kind of my angle where I come for it. Yeah, if Patrick Bamford left tomorrow and the terminate his contract that went in January, I'd wish him well. I'd say thanks very much for the memories, but in my book, I wouldn't be calling him a legend. No way.
Yeah, but this is his year though to come back, you know, and get us promoted back to leave. I'm not gonna say a legend, but definitely on a high note. If he stays the way he is, it's not gonna end well. It's for him for people to say that he's a legend, because at the minute I have to agree with you, Darren. I don't think he's a legend, but as I said, it needs to be a thing towards the end of the season where Leeds do get promoted and then he gets sold. At least you can go, thanks for one last ride, if that's the way you want to put it. You know, you got us back up there and you've done the right thing and now you get out here. But he hasn't shown anything like that. You know, he's too busy doing his own podcast, as far as I can see.
Yeah. And then Matty here from Imagine Not Being said the best ability is availability, and that's for me 110%. You want everybody pushing in the same direction. And that's
the quote of the day. Definitely.
Just one thing, and I don't know what anyone else, and this might come across like, I don't know, I'm just gonna say it but that like podcast that he does on BBC, do you know, he's kind of doing the films, and there's some kind of good bits that he comes out saying with Bielsa. I'm just like, just concentrate on your football and concentrate on getting back on the pitch. The likes of all them podcasts and all that you're doing like every week and saying you'd want to leave, like, wasn't there something that he turned around and said like, oh, like, yeah, we have to pay for our own food, like, oh, like, God love you, do you know what I mean? You have to pay for your food. We all have to pay for our food. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just like, just leave that at the door. Like, do you know? I swear to like something like I watched it at the start and I thought it was very good. The way it was kind of coming across at the start, I thought it was a good idea. But like more as the weeks has gone on, just like a couple of interesting bits he'll turn around and he'll kind of say about Bielsa, and it's fine. Like they're kind of doing the odd podcast here or there or an interview, and like that's fine. I've no problem with that. I don't know what other people kind of feel, but for me, like, it's just like there's no need for it. Like, you're not even playing football. Do you know what I mean? You're basically a full-time podcaster now. Like, just concentrate on getting yourself back fit and healthy and get back on the pitch. Do you know what I mean? And so, yeah. And he obviously then turned around. I think it was the last podcast or the one before. He turned around and said, "Oh, I almost left Leeds United." And then after that, then it just blew up on X and Twitter. Oh, Patrick Bamford wants to leave Leeds United. Do you know what I mean? So it does now go for the football club. It disrupts everything. Everyone should just be pointing in the one direction and everyone in it together. And for me, I just don't feel like...
I actually have a good one there, guys. Now, I'm going to put this out here. So... do you know the way, like, that time Georgie went skiing, remember? I think it was last January, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And people said, you know, should he not, like, that be part of his contract that he can't go? Do you think that it would be a good conversation to have, that you're not allowed to put yourself out there to whether to badmouth the club or tell the past?
I wouldn't say like he's kind of badmouthing the club, but I'm just like, there's no need for it. Like, if you're going on like that, like the Leeds, like LUTV, and you're kind of doing an interview of the upcoming game, or do you know what I mean? They're kind of have a laugh and a joke about things and recording like training and all that. Like, that's like all well and good, but I just think at the minute where Bamford kind of is in his career, everything, the noise that's been around him, he's not even playing football and he's jumping on this podcast every week, like saying, like telling about his previous, like, kind of acting like an already like retired footballer. Do you know what I mean? I'm just like,
what you said there, exactly. Exactly what you said there, Dan. That's a negative thing that he's putting about the club. Yeah. I don't mean he's physically being negative, but he's saying that I literally left Leeds. So then, do you not think that's for people, journalists, ourselves even, to come on and go,
all Leeds fans
Bamford's going to leave. That's putting a negative impact on the club. That's what I'm trying to say.
Because us as fans want to believe that every single player that puts on that white shirt is given 110% ability and mentally, that they're here 100%. And when I hear stuff like that, I nearly left or I wanted to leave it, then it's like, okay, are you fully behind this project then? Do you know what I mean? And that's just my opinion. Again, some people in chat might be like, yeah, look, it is what it is. He owes us nothing or X, Y, and Z. But for me, I don't like it. At the start of it, I was kind of watching and it was kind of some bits, especially when it first came out when he was kind of talking about Bielsa and his training methods. And I think that's why I liked it so much. But then when I kind of start getting into kind of like nitty gritty things and stuff like that, I'm just like, no, there's no need for it. I don't agree with it. Yeah, there's just no need for it. So we'll move on anyway from Bamford because and else to add from Farke's press conference before we go before that.
That was kind of, he looked happy. Hair looked nice and shiny. He must have got a blow dry and a wash. So that's about it.
That's it. Exclusive here on Only Leeds Bros.
Lad, the shine of his hair is immaculate.
Do you reckon he conditions it then, Dill, yeah?
I'd say so, yeah. I asked me missus to look into it and see that does she know the name of the conditioner. I have nothing really left. I have 2 parking spaces, but I might give it a go and let it grow. You know?
Yeah, class. We'll get into it a few more before we move on. And Kerms, I seen this on Joe's, Kerms, and forgive me if I butcher this, and Anagrams, is it? So again, go over to Instagram and check out Kerms from Anagrams. I think that's the way you say it. Is it, Dill? Troy?
Don't ask me.
Anagrams. Anyone in the chat that hasn't seen it, check this guy out. Some of his Leeds merch is absolutely unbelievable. Definitely 100% check it out. Really, really good stuff over there. And he says, Kerms.
Yes, Danny.
Who's his hairdresser? Yeah, Amy, of course you'd want to know. Maybe
You're right, Scooby. You're
Good
right.
to see you back, buddy. X-rated show. Jeez, don't say that. Don't say that, John.
It will be when Danny comes on in his.
Yes, I got it right.
When Matty comes on in a pair of.
He said it was in Indian. Back in his home, he was saying that it's like meant to be the best, like the number one. So it was class. It was good to learn that, like that one. Yeah, back in Leeds for the next game. I don't know, Dylan. When are we looking?
So January, would it be?
Yeah, I was looking at tomorrow.
Right, so we'll let Jody and Amy know now. We're going tomorrow.
I'm not too sure, Kerms, to be honest. I'm half looking at the Plymouth game. Hopefully, if the funds and all are alright. Obviously, when you've 2 young kids, I've got a 3-year-old and 4-month-year-old. Dylan has 5-month-year-old. So
5 months today.
Yeah, we're gonna have to build up a bit of credit in the bank with the women before we tell them that.
I have to actually put that out there. It's the missus' birthday as well, and I'm currently up here doing this.
Yeah.
So that's
Happy
how much
birthday.
you all mean to me. So
Yeah.
happy birthday to Jody.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, what are we doing for our birthday? Yeah, doing nothing. I've got a show at 8. I've got a show at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a show at 8 o'clock and I'm going back over to Elland Road tomorrow. Sorry. You know.
Love it. Yeah, so happy birthday to Jody. Hope it's a good one. Right, so we'll move on to obviously our opponents tomorrow night. Watford, a bit of an up and down start for them. They're 8th in the table, only 3 points behind us considering kind of the last. They kind of started like a house on fire to the season, and they were kind of in around that top mark. And I was like, geez, Watford look well this season. They've kind of tapered off a little bit. So I got a couple of notes on them. So obviously they're only 3 points behind us. In the last 5 games, they lost 4-1 to Norwich. They bet Sunderland 2-1, which I thought was a really impressive result. That's one that kind of stood out for me. Lost 3-0 to Preston, which is obviously not a great one. Bet Borough 2-1, and then the last out then was a 3-0 loss to Luton, who have been struggling a little bit. Picked it up a little bit over the last couple of weeks, but still are struggling Luton. For me, Watford, I was kind of looking across the squad. I've only seen a couple of the games. Haven't watched them too much. Probably the least championship team that I've watched so far this season. I don't see anything other than the Leeds win. Obviously, we touched on it last night in the final point that I'm just really, really confident that Leeds over the next coming games, and even that there today with Daniel Farke saying that there's no injury concerns has kind of boosted me again even more. As I could have said, I just don't see anyone coming in the way of Leeds United in the next 5 games. I'm thinking 4-0 Leeds tomorrow. Probably kind of giving me a match prediction. So I'm so confident now. I could be here in our into-match reaction tomorrow night with head and hands, like absolutely shouting the place down because look at Leeds United do that here. But yeah, I don't see anything other than Leeds win. I just think with our players coming back, the players that we have coming off the bench, the quality we have coming off the bench in the likes of Dan James and Solomon, look at they've got another
solid.
Yeah, they've got another little bit as well, a bit of training underneath their belt. So hopefully their roll back to fully fitness is well and truly underway as well. So yeah, I just think our quality is just going to be too much from what's your thoughts?
Going back to what I said, I can't see the next 5 games being completely dead straight, if that makes sense. I do think we'll win because I think the motivation and the confidence is there. So I'm going with a 2-0 win. I think the motivation now of Joseph now again, scoring a hat-trick for Spain and scoring again on Friday. So I definitely anytime scores Yeah, I definitely think Joseph.
Sorry, do you want to read that? Sorry, I thought you were fully flow. I just wanted to pop it up.
I think Joseph will score in this game, and I think someone else is due one, and I don't think it's going to be Nanto or Ramazani.
Yeah,
I think Tanaka
Danny's
are
going to go
bang
2-1
one.
tomorrow. Yeah, but he'll. I had to be late. I think if we slip up at home to Watford, like it'd be a meltdown. Because imagine the fan base tomorrow if we lose at home to Watford. Like I think the fan base
Farke out and all and start again. We'll go with say 3-0. I love
it. Yeah, I'm saying 4. Yeah,
that's it. I want to say 3-0, but Matty did say 3-0 if I'm not mistaken.
Matty said 3-0. You said 2.
Yeah,
We said 4.
So that's why I went with 2.
So we all went not to concede. I don't think they're gonna have enough for us.
Yeah.
At all. Like I think attacking wise, I think we'll control the game completely. We'll have full possession. Hopefully we score nice and early, 1 or 2 nice and early on, kind of settle it and kind of ground to them a little bit, kind of like remember the Huddersfield game last year where we kind of just dominated them 4-0. I can kind of just seeing it be a little bit like that. You know what I mean? I just see us having well too much for them tomorrow. What are you going down with your starting lineup? Obviously we've touched on it a little bit about the Aaron situation. The number 10, are you going unchanged? Are you changing it up? What you're thinking for tomorrow?
So Melier, Bogle, Road on strike, Fairbow, Rowell, Tanaka, Nando. Sorry, I have to think here for a minute. I'll say Ramazani.
Who are you going 10?
Has to be Aronson, doesn't it?
Yeah. I don't know. I have a feeling he might put him in.
Who do you think he's going to put in, though?
I don't know. I have a feeling either Solomon or James is going to start. I think Solomon's probably the more likely.
I'd love to see Solomon going to 10, lads. I mean, honestly.
Yeah, Solomon or Nanto. Like, if we have have that front three of Solomon left, Nanto in the 10, and Ramazani left, and like they can swap. We've seen Solomon play right across the front line. He can play either wing. He can play the 10. Nanto can play either wing. Can play the 10. We haven't seen Ramazani play the 10, but he can definitely play just that kind of fluency of that front three, the way they can kind of interchange and swap. I just think it'd be well too much for Watford. I don't really mind, to be honest with you, with Pirro and Joseph. I'm fairly on the fence with both it is because I think both of them have been played very well. I can't
because you and Matty listened. He's listened to me.
Yeah, I can't choose. See what Danny says. So Danny says Mez, Bogle, Fairball, Rotwell, Tanaka. Yes, Bamford. Danny, no, having it. I'm going unchanged to keep the momentum going. Yeah, I think it might be unchanged, but I just have a feeling if there's one that he might pull out, it could be Aronson. He looked a little bit jaded towards it. He's played a lot of football. And I just think over the last couple of performances, he hasn't really hit them heights at the start of the season. Do you know what I mean? He hasn't really assisted. He's missed a couple of chances. Not absolute certain chances, but he's missed a couple of chances here and there. And I just think Farke's thinking, right, might be just pull him out of the firing line now. And let's try Solomon or Nanto in there. Like,
yeah, would actually, now the more I think about it, I think Nando needs to be the one
could even go with Joseph back up top and Pirro in the 10 again. I wouldn't be surprised with that as well because he loves Pirro in the 10 position. I don't know. I have a feeling I'm not 100% dead set that it's going to be an unchanged side. It might be, but there might be just a little half chance where Aronson might.
I think the dream there, and I think we can agree with this. Matty as well. Joseph was playing the 10 and Pirro was playing up top.
Yeah. Everyone reckons you're change. Yeah, I do think it'll go and change, but I just think if there was going to be a change, it might be Aronson. Aronson, I think it would be the only one that you kind of taken out. It wasn't like he played badly against Sheffield United, but just think out all the players on the pitch, he was the one that kind of did the least. Do you know what I mean? So there might be a conversation there to be had with him.
Yeah, completely agree.
Yeah. So anything else to add before?
We're getting a sing song going or something, maybe.
What do you want to sing?
No, I'm on it. Can hardly talk, no mind sing.
Another couple of cons. Danny, are you getting a couple? Yeah, I think so, Sean. Yeah, he's always banging Bamford's drum. He loves him.
99%.
And the 1% he gets to go on the podcast, huh?
So, what way do you think the game is going to be?
I just think we're just gonna from the start. You can just see us getting an early goal, whether it's like an early penalty, score from a corner. You know what they say. You know when you wait for a bus, one doesn't come for ages, and then two of them come at once. So I could see it happening. I could see us getting another one from a corner. To be honest with you, yeah, I see us having well too much, but I don't see kind of a little bit like the Sheffield United game. As I said, I just don't really see them having any chances. I don't see Melier kind of being kind of busy. Look, as I said, I could say here tomorrow and eat every single one of these words that I'm saying. But it's just at the minute, I believe it. I just think, yeah, we're going to have well too much for Watford tomorrow night. So I suppose it's Amy Tolan's going 3-1.
3-1.
And Sean from Wilco White says Pirro hat-trick. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Sean, I love you. I hope that comes true. I'll give you the gift card if that happens. I'll give you the gift card if that happens. Straight into your hand. Do you know what I'm actually really looking forward to? Yeah, we did score from a corner, but I think these set pieces from Rotwell, whether it's a free kick or a corner, I think we really need to pounce on the chances now when we do get set pieces.
Yeah,
they're so crucial in the game. So crucial in the game. I don't say it enough. If you think about it, it's 9 times out of 10 during the week or the weekends, Premier League games, Bundesliga games, Spanish League games, there's at least 3 set piece goals from one of them matches.
Yeah, it's
if we can nail set pieces,
are massive in the game. Yeah,
yeah. If we can massive. Nail set pieces, I think it would add to our goal tally, if that makes sense.
Daddy, you're so negative. I hope Pirro scores a hat-trick tomorrow.
So do I. See him there in the corner. Danny, he's laughing at you. He is laughing at you.
Yeah, I think that's kind of really it. I don't really have anything else to add. Yeah, I just see comprehensive 4-0 win. You want anything else to kind of touch on?
I love the way you're all very confident, lads. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. I really do, and I wish I had this. But as Matty said yesterday, it's the Leedsy way, and it's like the ultimate breakup for me. I'm just so used to seeing it, and I can't see past it in any other way. But these next 5 games are going to be crucial. Hopefully, they're all going to be wins.
Yeah,
can't see it.
I just think this is a different Leeds side. I just think there's scars there from last season. There's still a lot of players in there that has the heartache at Wembley, and I can see it's just being too much. As I keep saying, over the 46 game season, I think the next 5 we're going to have well too much for these teams. The only thing that's going to hamper us a little bit like that if we do get injuries in them key positions. And obviously the suspensions, we touched on that last night in the final point as well with Rodon. We definitely need to manage Joe Rodon through it. We can kind of get away if Fairport kind of has to come out for a game and a Smith or a Boyram coming in and vice versa with Bogle. I think we'll kind of manage for one game. Rodon is obviously the big one. They need to kind of pinpoint what it's going to be. Is it going to be a thing tomorrow where you can kind of see Rodon maybe picking up a cynical yellow and missing Bristol City away, which I think would be a tough one. You'd kind of be more looking at Plymouth, I think, probably missing that one. That's kind of just for me on paper. We've obviously already touched on that, but yeah, I think that's the only thing that could hamper us at the minute is if we do pick up another injury, in them key positions or suspensions. I just think the quality in the squad and the squad as a whole, not just the starting 11, just the players we have coming off the bench is it's far too much for any team to cope up. We're head and shoulders quality wise and squad wise above everyone in the championship. Might have a conversation about Burnley, but again, I still think we're too much for them.
I just think that the substitutions, the injuries, Ampadu, Gruev, and then so light at the back as well. So that's. I think that's why
back top of the league.
A little bit negative, if I'm being completely honest with you. And I don't mean to be negative in a we're not going to. I'm doing it, and I'm afraid, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's where we're at. So yeah.
Matt, you might say 3-0 and it'll be starting top of our mini league. Yeah, when you haven't seen myself, Dylan and Matt, you're doing a little mini league where we do predicted scores. We're gonna start it from the Watford game, and we're gonna do like a little league through the season. And whoever loses has to do a forfeit. So we'll come up with a fairly good forfeit. And
let the subscribers come up with it.
Well, Danny reckons a Mankini, but I don't think anyone on the YouTube sphere wants to see one of us in a Mankini. I'd say we'd be chucked off straight away.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Anyway, so for everyone else that has joined, I don't know if you've seen myself and Darren are doing a giveaway for £80 or €100 for the Leeds United store. So yeah, if you click on the video and give it a watch, like, subscribe, comment OLB, and you'll be in with a chance to win that. The winner will be announced on the 2nd of November. And yeah, I hope I win it myself, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. So yeah, so guys, yeah, pop across, make sure you have it. Video went up just before this, you'll see it says giveaway, has alerts, everything, you can't miss it. Pop in there, make sure you smash a like, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and hashtag OLB to be in with a chance to win it. Really, really good prize, like I said, coming up to Christmas, or if you want to treat yourself. Really, really good one to win. I said you share it with your friends, family, and stuff like that. Yeah, it's just, as I said, it's just our way to kind of give a little bit back to you. Danny actually has a really good news. So Matty asked, any ideas on a reasonable forfeit? They said always poker challenge live on stream. That would be actually a good one, wouldn't it?
You have to do it outside though. So in the bedroom.
Sure. Lads,
Or
we don't
better
rest the
yet,
forfeit.
an ice bath.
Yeah.
Even better again.
Yeah. Thanks, mate.
Appreciate it,
Really
Matty.
appreciate it, buddy. Yeah. So again, like, I just haven't seen it. Self, Mike, and Dylan had the first show, the final point last night. Really good. We've on a bit of laugh and a bit of crack. 3 lads supping on a beer and talking about Leeds United. It's really good and looks like it went down really well. Good couple of views and likes.
The
and
point went
comments.
down really well as well, didn't it?
Point went down very well. And then John Redmond, John, again, thanks for popping in. The last game's worries me, us bottling at the end. And yeah,
You're with me, John.
I hope towards the end of it, John, I hope we're kind of home and house by then, if that makes sense. I hope it's just like we ran away with it, you know what I mean? And even if we do kind of slip up towards the end, that we'll have enough, towards the end. So let's hope, positive thoughts, let's hope it doesn't come down to that. We're not, as Angus Kinnear says, we're not dicking around with the playoffs. We're going up automatically. We're going to win it. We're going to have... Don't start that again. Yeah, guys, look, that's it from us here on Only Leeds Bros. We'll be back tomorrow after the match for your instant match reaction to give our thoughts on the game. Hopefully, after Leeds United pick up 3 points, and then Wednesday, then we'll be over on Imagine Not Being Leeds for the second episode of the final point. So we're going to swap it week for week. So if you haven't already, please pop across to Matty's channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss it. I think that's it, Dillo. Yeah, if you want to and that. Again, make sure you enter the competition as well. That's it.
I'm just gonna go off now, and me and Pero are gonna snuggle up in bed.
You're not gonna go off now and have a little birthday evening with your wife, no?
No, Pero.
Sake. Yeah, look, guys, we'll leave it there. We'll see you all tomorrow again. Thanks for popping into the chat. Thanks for all the support, the likes, comments, everything that we've got, and we really appreciate it. And we'll chat to you tomorrow when we're back. Have a good one.
Thank you.